In this tutorial, I'll show you how to model and render a chhatri. Let's use a mesh circle with 8 vertices. If the circle is not there, please activate an add-on called Add Mesh, extra objects that can be found under Edit, Preferences, Add-ons. R, to rotate. In edit mode, A, to select all, and F, to fill. E, to extrude upward. S, to scale. We need to model the pillar mesh by using a curve point. Let's duplicate the reference image with Shift, D, and G, to move in place. Please remember to activate an add-on called Add Curve, extra objects that can be found under Edit, Preferences, Add-ons. We need to press the 3D button, and please type E to extrude. The last X needs to be 0. Let's apply the screw modifier. Alt-select an edge loop, and Ctrl-B, with the mouse wheel, up, to bevel with segments like this. That will make sharper edges, and we can press Ctrl-3, to subdivide after this. In edit mode, A, to select all, and G, to move the mesh away from the center origin like this. Later, we can press Shift, D, to duplicate, and rotate the duplicated mesh 45 degrees with R, and 45 like this. For the top mesh, we could select and duplicate the top mesh like this, and P to separate by selection. It looks like the top part is not 8-sided. Let's undo and create a new mesh circle with 32 vertices. Let's select the bottom mesh, press Shift-D to duplicate, and move it upward like this. S and Z to scale in the Z-axis. Let's mirror the mesh on the Z-axis. The mesh got stacked, because we need to have the correct center origin. Select the top face, Shift-S, to move the 3D cursor there, and go to Object Mode to move the origin to the 3D cursor. Let's use a UV sphere and slice it in half to create the top mesh. The spike mesh can be created by duplicating the bottom face, and P to separate by selection. We can type E to extrude. For the decorations on the bottom mesh, we can shift-select the faces like this, and extrude them individually. We need individual origins. Alt-E, to extrude the faces individually. Let's try moving the origin to geometry and try again. That's odd. I thought only the selected faces were going to shrink, but it seems the meshes are pulled into the center as well. Ctrl-A, to reset all transforms. Alright, then we need to extrude only a little bit and S to scale. Alt-E, to extrude along normals, or we can use the icon on the left. For the pillars, we can select the first mesh like this and press Shift-D to duplicate, and R45 to rotate it 45 degrees. Let's apply all modifiers, and set up the render scene. Please watch a tutorial listed in the description to match my final render settings, as I'm using a cloned Look Dev HDRI setting. I'll use the sky texture. Let's add some noises. I'll share the full nodes shortly. Let's do the same for the ground mesh as well. Let's turn off Use nodes under compositing Node to Noise. I'll also use 32 samples to render. This is the end of the tutorial. Please like and subscribe if you have enjoyed watching this tutorial. Thank you for watching.